Blackiechainz football cast, we're here to light the fire. Spin facts and stats, you know we never tire. Bringing the heat up, that action won't retire. Busting through the mic, our voices never expire. We ignite the spirit, never fading out. Light the torch, USC fans rise up high. On this podcast, we aim for the sky. Knowledge and entertainment never lie. Together we stand, let the truth amplify.
Good morning, USC fans. Welcome to another live episode of the Light the Torch podcast. And it's game week. It's game week, so we have a lot to look forward to. This is probably going to be the longest 7 days, or at least until Saturday, that is going to be for us USC fans. We're ready to show the world that we're better than some of the teams that just played this weekend, actually. So we got lots of stuff to talk about. Class of 26 showing out, a lot of West Coast going against East Coast, which we'll talk about that. And then we'll go into the defensive depth chart, and then we'll talk about some week one expectations for this team and what we want to see. And then we'll go into the we'll have some call-ins and see what you guys are expecting this season here. So, or I mean week one. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and introduce the guys here. So, on my right we have Mr. B Jones. How's it going, B Jones? And to the bottom right we have Guns. How's it going, Guns?
Doing good. Fight on.
How's the Twitch channel going? How's Cal Southern Centaurs doing?
Yeah, we're undefeated. Just beat Michigan, and we got Notre Dame coming up.
All right. And yeah, if you're not keeping up, every Tuesday and Thursday we go live on our Twitch channel, and then afterwards we post the stats after about all the people who are on the team who have paid $1.99 to join the Cal Southern Centaurs, and we post your stats. Even if you're a lineman, we'll show how many pancakes you have. So and then right below me we have Mr. Raul Flores. How's it going, Raul?
Yeah, it's going great. Good morning, guys. Fight on.
I know it's early for you guys. I just got done with a workout, but I'm your host, Blackiechainz, and let's go ahead and get into this. And really quick, shout outs to Anthony James for getting up early in the morning, and the 8 people that are currently in here. So definitely let your USC fans know that we are live. So this is kind of experimental. We'll see how this goes here because we're just kind of working around some schedules here, but let's go ahead and get into it. So let's talk about for the first quarter here. So we had a lot of high school games going on this week, and we had a lot of our class of 26 future Trojans showing out, especially Sean Alston. That man went off this weekend. It was just a typical day in the office. And I'll go ahead and just shout out his stats real quick, and then Guns has the rest of his stats, or rest of everyone else's stats. But he had 8 touchdowns for 290 yards. That's like enough for like 3 or 4 weeks of worth of games. Like he did that all in 1 week. And so that's the future of our running back room right there. But and a lot more stuff that happened. So go ahead and take it away, Guns.
Yeah, honestly, I don't have much details, but Deshaun Rideau had a crazy touchdown. Just moving left and right, doing some jumps and whatnot. Madden, Sierra Canyon, Madden and Lockhart, they locked it down basically. Didn't give up any points. Don't think Madden got an interception this past week, but they were flying. Didn't see much on our boy Tron. Trying to see if anything's on social media. Obviously Mater Day went out to Florida and played St. Thomas. First half was a blowout. They kind of made it a tight game at the end, but Tom did his thing. He had think it was a sack or a tackle for a loss for sure. That one play. Sean Scott, dude's a menace. Dude just from the edge just did his thing. Trying to think of anyone else real quick. Didn't see much with Jonas. I don't think he played. Like, don't think their season started. Might be missing anyone. I'm trying to think.
Trent Mosley.
Trent Mosley.
Yeah, Trent Mosley. I mean, he had a touchdown, got called back, but I mean, just from that play, regardless, speed. I mean, that dude's like a lightning bolt, basically, in my opinion. So, yeah, went straight to the touchdown or to the end zone right away. Sucks that there was a holding call, but is what it is. Samote played. He did get cleared right before. I do think the game plan, kind of didn't work well in terms of what Mission Viejo was trying to look from what I saw most of the time. There's like quick passes, so Samote couldn't really get into the backfield as much. But I thought he had a good game. I saw him in there, so that was great to see. Regardless,
Yeah.
Anyone else I'm thinking of?
Also, the future of our left side of the offense, Kenny, Pepe, and Breck Koleje, they were holding it down on the left side. There was a rushing touchdown that they had where Kenny just tossed the guy like nothing. Like, he just tossed him to the ground. And I saw another play from Breck Koleje. He pulled and he went up. He went down. And actually had a swing block that broke the run free. That got the touchdown for them. But pretty much all of our guys really showed out this weekend, and it was kind of a tell of two coasts at this point, because West Coast was traveling over to the East Coast. Even we'll claim Utah as well, because Corner Canyon went out to Florida, and it got really chippy out there right after the bat, and the Florida school was jacking at them, and then they beat them by 21, I think. I can't recall. And then
blowout, basically, yeah.
Yeah, and IMG, or not IMG, St. John Bosco. I don't think we had anyone playing on that, but we had some people who we were going after. Huh?
Holland is on that. Isn't it on St. John Bosco?
Yeah, Holland's on Bosco. I mean, they shut him out for that half until obviously the
Josh Holland, yeah.
Canceled. So
yeah. So what happened in that game was Manatee, which was the school that they were playing, they put out a tweet saying that it's different out in the East Coast, that you're not just going against a good team, but you're going against 100% humidity and all this BS, thinking that it's going to affect the East Coast, the West Coast kids, which a lot of schools in the East Coast or in the Midwest seem to just think that just weather is going to automatically just destroy us West Coast players, or our West Coast players, not us. But yeah, they ended up, St. John Bosco beat them 31-0, or at least by halftime. And then the weather saved their ass due to lightning delay. And so they canceled the rest of the game. So they lost 31-0. Yeah, Orange Lutheran went out to Northwestern, and I don't remember what the score was. And poor Preston and his Florida kids out there, but West Coast owns the SEC country at this point. Why do you think that the SEC goes after like the West Coast kids? Like, just because you guys are in the SEC and you guys think you're the best conference doesn't mean anything at this point. You guys are not the best conference. You're not even the best football state.
And I want to say it was Sierra Canyon that beat Jay Sarah, right?
Yeah, Jay Sarah. Yeah, they played Jay Sarah, and
then I just want to say, I don't know if you played this past week, but shout out to Eleanor Illy. He did his thing on that previous.
Oh yeah, he was doing really well in that game against against a Michigan commit as well. Like he blew past him for a sack. What's his name? He was a tackle that we were going after. Who?
Malachi Lee, I want to say.
Yeah, Malachi Lee. So, but yeah, overall, the future Trojans really showed out, and we're definitely in good hands at this point. So, other than that, did anyone else see anything of any note coming out of high school football? But yeah.
Future UFC Trojan Duvet Williams had a great game tackling.
Yeah.
Yep.
And another Danny Lang was balling out as well. A guy that we're heavily recruiting right now. He was killing it. Yeah. Even the Wisconsin commit, the quarterback from Modern Day was doing a good job. Like Chris Henry Jr. went off. Like it sucks that he's going to Ohio State and joining up with Jeremiah Smith. That's a scary duo right there. But who knows? Maybe it'd be nice if we could circle back on him. But he's pretty much locked in with Ohio State. But other than that, Sean Scott really impressed. Like he destroyed that guy. Like I'm surprised he recovered the ball. So. But yeah, all right. Anything else you guys want to talk about when it comes to the 2026 class showing out before we get to the depth chart? Shout out to Woody March for getting his first touchdown too.
Absolutely. Big shout out.
I'm just gonna say it's Tom's a 3-star, right? Supposedly.
He's our 3-star. You guys like yeah, Madden, like they were all performing like 5 stars in my opinion.
I thought the West Coast can't produce players, and
they can't produce
lower ranked. So
apparently.
If they're lower ranked, but then they dominate, these East Coast schools, what does that say?
Yeah, and like Raul says, Kenny's West Coast. He's Cali kid. He just happens to play out in Florida.
Breck is also West Coast, man.
I don't know about that. He's Colorado.
Yeah,
I claim him. But all right, let's go ahead and move on to. We'll jump right into it here. We'll talk about the defensive depth chart. Last week, if you didn't see last week's episode, we talked about the offensive depth chart. This one, I feel, this one's going to be. I think is going to be pretty unanimous. I feel like when it comes to everyone's thoughts on the depth chart. So, but where do we want to start on this depth chart real quick? Do we want to start with the safeties, corners? At this point, we can start anywhere, and it'll be pretty easy to kind of pinpoint who's going to be, at least who we think is going to be the depth starters. So let's start with the defensive line, actually, because that's the one that everyone has been kind of focusing on when it comes to USC, that USC doesn't have the defensive linemen to handle this here. So, B Jones, you go ahead and give us your predictions of who's going to start on the defensive line, and that'll include the edge and everything. So, go ahead and start.
Yeah, if anyone is still saying that we don't have a defensive line, they're obviously a casual by old narratives and not really paying attention to what we're doing over here.
Even Joey Olsen can see that we have a defensive line. that was a different laugh now.
Yeah,
okay. That threw me off.
But yeah, man, our defensive line will be dominant. I've been preaching it all summer, all spring. I'm telling you, these guys, it's different. It's different over here. Like our boy Carlon said, man, our boy Carlon Jones says 10 times better than last year. And I have to agree. So what that does is open things up for Dan Land. Now he can do things that he wasn't able to do last year, schematically. So with that being said, personnel-wise, I'm going to go start with our interior. I'm going to go with Devin Tompkins, Keyshawn Silver on the inside. Outside, I'm going to go Anthony Lucas and Cameron Fountain. That's going to be my forefront.
Okay. All right.
Now, Brandon Shelby will definitely be in there, right? And to be honest, I can go either way because it's a question mark, right? Between Anthony Lucas and Brandon Shelby for me. How healthy is Anthony Lucas, and how is Brandon Shelby progressed? So those two go either way, but I'm pretty confident in Cam Fountain being a starter this year.
And I'm going to correct myself. Jake Olsen, not Joey Olsen, not the tight end.
Yeah, I was like, did something happen?
No, Jake Olsen. All right, Guns, go ahead and give us your starting D line.
Yeah, I gotta go Silver and Tompkins on the inside.
Okay.
Cam Fountain on the edge. And I'll give Lucas the edge for right now, but I could definitely think that's going to be rotating in my opinion. But yeah, I think that's definitely the first four coming out this upcoming Saturday.
All right. Okay, roll.
No offense, Keyshawn Silver. I think he I like Keyshawn Silver, but I gotta go with my guy.
Yep, Kobe
Pepe. So I want to see Kobe starting. And then Tompkins as well. And then I see Lucas and Cam Fountain as well. Lucas is going to be fully rested, healthy. He was having a good year last year until he got injured. And I think this is the year where that'd be his breakout. Finally, he's going to have an interior D-line to help him out, get those sacks. So I think he'll get a few.
All right. So for me, Cam Fountain, Anthony Lucas on the edge. I'm pretty solid that they will be the first two on the field on the edge. And then, of course, Devin Tompkins. And as much as I would love to see Kobe Pepe out there to start off, I know he's still going to get a lot of playtime. Like, we have the rotation, we have the depth, but first drive, it's probably going to be Keyshawn. I think Kobe is definitely going to take some steps forward as well, especially second year. But it's Keyshawn at this point. Seeing all the stuff that we're seeing online, it's hard not to see Keyshawn being in that center. But let's go ahead and go around and give one player that you feel like it doesn't have to be an incoming freshman, but one player that you think is going to have a lot of extended play when it comes to the defensive line here. So let's go in reverse order here. Roll.
I'm going to shout out Preston's Paradise. He's been giving Braylon Shelby some love, so I'm going to go with Braylon Shelby myself. I think he can have a big year for us as well.
All right. Guns.
Could take B. Jones's answer. Could agree with Raul.
I'll do it.
I mean, I'll go with Thanos. I definitely think he's going to be in rotation, outside, inside, depends on the packages and downs and stuff like that. So I'll give some love to Thanos.
All right, and I think I know what B. Jones is going to say, but go for it, B. Jones.
Do you know?
I'm not going to speak for you. I just think.
Do you know? Let's see. I'm sticking with my guys, man. Go with my boy, my young fella, Big Floyd, man. Big Floyd Bacard.
Okay. I'm surprised you guys didn't say this one here. Jade.
Oh, Lord, yes.
Yeah, what?
You're right.
Jade.
Reaction to that.
He got some playing time last year, and he got better.
That's a good point.
I think this is going to be another big moment for him as well. It's going to be a huge step, And honorable mention, of course, also another one for me is Carlon. He's healthy right now. I could see him getting some snaps.
Yep, man.
We wanted to save the day for you since he's a Minnesota boy, BC. So that's why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's all it was.
Too.
That's all it was.
So, okay, Chad, let us know who you guys think will be the starters, and also one that you want to keep an eye on, because Anthony James says Cam Fountain, Lucas with Shelby rotating, true 3 deep. Yep, with Thanos. Yeah, Thanos is going to be. He's going to be very. What is it called? He's a utility knife for this defense. He can line up anywhere. And then let's see what else has anyone said. Anything else here?
You got to put Anthony James one too. It's Kobe Day today.
Where did he say that? Oh, where did he say that? I'm not saying that here. Oh,
Right.
there it is. I know it's Kobe Day, Raul, but no, Kobe Pepe is not starting. You want me to put that up there?
Yeah, it's Kobe Day. So shout out to the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Yeah, I said it's the GOAT.
Did you guys see that
GOAT.
card that went on sale? It was Kobe and MJ.
Yeah,
I forgot how much it sold
for. Or something like that. Yeah, those are the two real GOATs right there. That's just bottom line.
Oh, Rolls now claiming MJ
two GOATs
now.
right there. I don't care, Preston's. I don't care, Preston. Your GOAT is not the actual GOAT.
Funny go, the fainting goat.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to let's go to the people that the defensive line is going to be helping out the most. Let's go to the linebackers. So I don't think we really have to kind of go too much into the starters. We know who the starters are, unless Raul wants to throw a random someone out there. But
linebackers are pretty sad.
It's Gentry and
Stevens, right? Desmond Stevens.
Yes.
Can you remember the name of the starting linebacker?
But let's go ahead and do 2 deep now. The people that are going to be rotating with them, that's going to be making a lot more impact. So let's go with guns first. Let's go ahead and start with give us 2 linebackers.
Okay. And I'm gonna go the new transfer Robinson from Penn State, Tamari. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Newbie and Tamari.
All right. Newbie and Tamari. Okay. Let's go with B. Jones.
I'm right there with Guns, right? I like Newbie a whole lot. You guys know that. But I've heard more about Jaden Walker.
Okay.
I mean, obviously Newbie is just now getting back with the linebackers. But I'm definitely high on Newbie, man. The guy can fly. Excuse me. I think it's going to really click for this year. And he may be getting a lot of rotation for sure.
Okay. All right, and Raul.
I'm gonna give love to the people that have been here for a while. I'm gonna go Anthony Beavers and Newbie on my end, like rotating between them, but I mean pretty much the guys you guys said. But I just want to throw out a new name and go with Anthony Beavers.
Okay. So for me, I'm going to go with Jaden Walker and then Tamari Robinson. I think Jaden Walker has definitely built on his spring showcase where they had that Midnight Alley for him. I think he built on that. And Elijah Newby, he's definitely a versatile guy, so I can see him getting in there. But I think Tamari Robinson's going to also play a big factor in this linebacking core. I heard he's got a good grasp of this defense at an early time for him. So it's good to see that, and he has Big Ten experience as well. So, all right. What is the chat saying here? Anthony James says Gentry Stevens, of course, and then Jaywalk. Is that an A or is that O? I can't tell. Oh, it's an O. So Jaywalk. I'm assuming he's talking about Jaden Walker, and then T Rob. Okay, Tamir Robinson. Okay, just you're speaking in code here, Anthony James. You're confusing me. So let's move over to. Do we want to just do the cornerbacks and then do the safeties afterwards? And where do we want to include the nickels with the safeties as well? Corners. Okay, let's go with corners here. So let's go with roll with the corners. Who's your starting corner and nickel?
From what we're hearing, starting nickel is going to be Alex Graham, right? So,
yeah.
At least that's
you tell us.
With him I know I think that might be the case. So, go Alex Graham, Jason Johnson, and Braylon Conley could also be one that could start. He was doing his thing at the spring game. I know you remember that beat. I know it's gonna be that one's a hard position to predict, in my opinion. I don't think we have a defined starters, but I'll go with those three I mentioned. Oh, and those three.
All right, B. Jones.
Go
ahead.
DeCarlos.
Okay. B. Jones.
You just named the whole room.
Basically.
I said 4 names. I
said the whole roster, yeah.
We're talking about the starters here. All right, B. Jones.
So I'm gonna go with my boy D Nix, Carlos Nicholson. I think he takes a big step up this year, and I'm gonna go with. For now, we know Jason Johnson's a little banged up, so we're gonna go with Braylon Conley on the other side.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with DJ Harvey at nickel.
Oh. All right. Guns.
Yeah, since Jason's banged up, we're going to go to Carlos Nicholson. Definitely, I think, regardless of the injury with Jason, he's the other side. Got to go with B. Jones on Conley. I can see him starting right away, week 1. And I am going to go with Alex Graham as the nickel. As we know, they're going to be rotating, but I think that's what definitely, in my opinion, what we're going to see at least that first series.
And I'm sorry, B. Jones, did you give us your nickel?
He said DJ Harvey.
Oh, DJ. Okay. All right, this one's rough because, I did not hear much about Jason Johnson being injured, and I know Guns has said he was injured before, but yeah. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to go with DeCarlos as the de facto. We already know he's been in this system, and he's our best cornerback at this point. I like what Preston's saying with Sells, and I like Sells a lot, but I'm going to go with Braylon Conley. Braylon Conley is going to be starting on the opposite side of DeCarlos, and I'm going to go with Alex Graham as the nickel. He's been getting a lot of praise, and I can just see it. He's getting compared to Kamari Ramsey based off his IQ, and when your defensive coordinator is saying that's a huge praise, especially for the captain of this defense with Kamari being there. So I have a lot of confidence with Alex Graham if Danton Lynn is having this type of confidence to be able to say that about him. So let's give one player that you guys think is going to get a lot of playing time at cornerback or even nickel. So let's go back to Guns here.
Yeah, I think when he's healthy, it's going to be Jason. I definitely think he's somebody that's going to be in there a good bit. So I'll give it to Jason.
All right. B. Jones.
Yeah, I agree with that, Guns. But I'll pick someone else just because you picked someone that I was thinking. Isaiah Rubin is a name that comes to mind, man. He had a big spring, really showed what he can do. And I'm telling you, man, you guys are really sleeping on that kid. He's a willing hitter, and he can cover too, man.
Okay. Roll.
Since I said 4 names in the beginning, I'm gonna stick to my last one that I mentioned, which was Braylon Conley. So I'm gonna go with Conley.
Fair enough.
He'll definitely get a lot of playing time.
And I didn't know. I thought Isaiah was just like strictly with the safeties. I didn't know if he was getting play at nickel.
He's a defensive back.
Okay, fair, fine. All right, I'll go with like I wish, like I want to say Prophet Brown because I know he's going to come back. So, but he's definitely going to assert himself back into, like, he's going to get some more playing time when he's healthy, probably down the road. But let's go with DJ Harvey. I know DJ Harvey's going to get a lot of playing time. He's going to be in the rotation. So he'll definitely see a lot of nickel at this point. All right, let's get into the safeties here. So the safety room is pretty stacked at this point. Do we feel like we already know who the safeties are going to be? The starters for it. It's going to be, of course, it's going to be Bishop Fitzgerald and Kamari, right? We can all agree on that. It's kind of weird because I don't feel like we've heard much about Bishop Fitzgerald. So, yeah, sorry, Kristen. We'll catch up with you here, but have we really heard much about Bishop Fitzgerald?
We haven't. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like you would want to kind of praise some of the transfers that are coming in that are taking over that spot. Like, but we hear a lot about Kamari, but we don't hear much about Bishop or the other safety spot that's going to be out there. Except we've heard a lot about another player that we'll talk about, but let's go with the 2 that are going to be in the rotation with them. So, B. Jones, give us your 2 that are definitely going to be getting a lot of reps.
Christian Pierce. I'm sticking with my guy, man.
Okay.
CP. And look for Marquise too, man. Look for Marquise to really do some things, man. He showed a little bit what he could do in the spring, in the rotation. So, I'm telling you, his instincts are like second to none, man. Like instinctually, he's got it. He's got the it factor. You know what I mean? So, it's just a matter of time for him. And I think he'll be in the rotation this year.
All right. Raul.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with B. Jones. Those 2 exact same players, Christian Pierce and Marquise Gallegos. I think they're gonna get some significant amount of playing time, especially early on these first 4 games. I expect them to play a lot. I'm hopeful that our USC Trojans do their job in the first half, and we get to see a lot of rotation during those second half of those games.
All right. And Guns.
I know we're done.
Oh, man. Definitely Pierce. Definitely Pierce is one of them. The other one, man. I mean, you can go Marquise or Lacker. I'm going to say both of them, so I don't feel like I'm not giving credit to the others. So, I'm pulling a Raul here, and I'm saying all 3 of the guys. So, yeah.
Is it because B. Jones and Raul were just staring at you?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Look, I don't want to be at the game at Michigan and Sam coming up to me and I'm saying, hey, what are you saying about my? No, I'm just kidding, but yeah.
All right. Okay, so for me, I'm gonna go with Kennedy Urlacher. For one, he's been brought up unprompted by the coaches. I just feel like he's also another guy who has taken to this playbook really well, and he just makes plays out there. I mean, he's kind of like I feel like he's going to be kind of like a Sua Cravens kind of player. He just flies around the ball. He's speedy. Like I don't know why they moved Sua to the linebacker, but I could see him. I could see Kennedy like creeping up to the line as well. But I'm going to go with Kennedy. Yes. Why'd you interrupt me?
What'd you say?
No, I think my Wi-Fi. I thought I heard you stop, but go ahead. You haven't.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. You're fine. We can hear you fine. Then, I'm either between. I'm going to go with Christian Pierce. We've heard a lot from him. We've heard that he's improved a lot. So, and he made some plays last year in the bowl game. So I'm going to go with Christian Pierce and Kennedy Urlacher. So I definitely see those guys making a splash. And like what Anthony James was saying here, Marquise can definitely get in there in some packages, and he'll be definitely a contributor on the special teams. And there's a lot for this here. D. Reddick can easily get in there as well. So we have a plethora of players that easily can make contributions in there. Isaiah Rubin, Steve Miller. I don't know if Steve will have a necessary impact, but maybe on that was James Johnson that was getting talks about on special teams. But yeah, we definitely have a lot of talent in that safety room. So yeah, let's see here. And HR is talking about Jaden over here. Jaden's going to show you, yeah. Like seeing some of the quarterback play that happened yesterday, I think Jaden is going to be a top tier. Huh?
Jaden's going to show who?
Everyone.
Yeah, we believe in Jaden over here.
No Jaden slander over here. But real quick, got to give a shout out to our boy Preston here, Sunday morning show, Blackiechainz. I don't know why he's face palming himself. It wasn't my idea here. Like, I wasn't even here for the first Sunday morning show. Actually, no, the second morning show. But yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I read your super chats, okay, Kristen. I'm the one that reads your super chats here, my guy. But what else do we want to add? Is there any others? Do we want to give any sleeper picks for any other positions right now before we move into the expectations?
Sleeper picks. I think we mentioned all our sleepers, man.
Yeah, I think we did a good job at mentioning the sleepers. I'm
gonna say Darius Reddick.
Darius Reddick at safety.
Just DBs. Yeah, I just think again going back to what Belk said, weeks ago before he even got on campus, he was very high on him. So I just would not be surprised if we somehow see him in some type of package. So.
Yeah. Oh, and always got to give a shout out to could easily get in there with Gus Cordova, Gus Bus. And Jaden Ramos has been getting a lot of love too. So coming off the edge. So, yeah. Yeah. But other than that, is there anything else we want to touch on before we move on?
I just want to say this. HR picking stuff. I've been giving Jaden Maeva love since last year. So when he proves everyone right this year, I'll get my credit for that. So he's a dark horse Heisman for me.
Yeah.
Still my Ava thing, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. That's how Lincoln Riley pronounced it, Jaden Maeva. So
So
it's
how do you
either
pronounce his last name?
what happened?
So how do you pronounce Kaluka's last name?
Maeva.
We've always called Kaluka Mayava as well. Like I don't know why. Like I mean, have we been saying it wrong for 15 years? Like when
I've
did
heard both. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just going with what Coach
Maeva,
Riley pronounced it. He said,
wait, has it been
Jaden
20
Maeva.
years since Kaluka has been on the team? Well, 2007, right? 2008 or 2000. I don't know. It's been a while since Kaluka's been on the team, but yeah. Let's see. Let's move on here. So let's move into the third quarter here. We're going to go for expectations for week 1 for this team. So it's Missouri State. They're talking stuff over there. They think that they have expectations that they can hang with USC and that they can win. I actually watched kind of a preview, a game day preview for Missouri State. I watched like they were interviewing their quarterback and their safety who has a good story. He was a walk on. He was a walk on quarterback, and then he converted over to safety, and now he's their captain. So good story for him. He's a big guy. He's 6'2", 200 something pounds. He flies to the ball. But what?
You know we have a preview show on Wednesday, right?
Oh yeah. So I'll stop talking about that.
And I was gonna say this too. On my Stephen A. Smith voice, we don't care about that guy.
So one of your guys is. I need a new laugh over here, B Jones, because that one's just not flying right now at this point. It doesn't hold well as the other one. But let's go into one expectation from each and every one of you guys. Like don't stack on them. Just say one expectation to see, and we'll go with B Jones.
I expect our D line to be dominant.
All right. Straight, simple. All right. Guns.
Expect a lot of rotation on both sides.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be just defense since we're talking about defense. It could be on offense. So, roll.
I expect the game to be over by half of the third quarter.
All right. I expect a dominant run game. I expect us to establish that Wayman, Eli, B-Jack, whoever is going to be in there, our offensive line is going to run the ball down your throat. I expect that. Because Lincoln Riley has been saying that we found a hidden gem. He's been like, oh my God, this about Wayman. Like if you're going to glaze this much about Wayman, I expect you to use him like the bell cow he is, coming out of JUCO. So if you don't utilize him as much as you claim to love that, you got him out of the portal, I'm going to be very disappointed.
I thought you were going to say if you don't use it, you lose it.
Well, we'll lose football games if he doesn't use Wayman or run the ball.
Yeah, we will.
But yeah.
So hey, can we get a half a season tweet from Blackiechainz right now? Run the damn ball, or what was it?
Bro, I don't know how many times I tweeted that out last year. Like I think I tweeted that maybe at least a good 10 times during a game once. I forgot which game it was, but
probably Washington.
Huh?
Probably Washington.
Probably Washington, or maybe Wisconsin, or not Wisconsin, Penn State, when we were running the ball effectively on them and we just stopped doing that. But I digress. But yeah, let's see what the chat is saying here. But we had our first week of football, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about what we saw this week or this Saturday on football here. So, HR picking stuff said Stanford lost to Hawaii. They were a decent Mountain West team last year, and they lost to they beat UNLV last year, but
They almost beat.
Oh, they almost beat UNLV last year. But so, what were your guys' takeaway from our first weekend of college football, and especially some of the ranked teams that played?
That there should be so many teams ranked above us, especially with us not even being, us being 30, not even 26 or 30. It's laughable at this point. I mean, overall takeaway is week 0 football.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, we can expect to be tackling to be poor, sloppy play, penalties, etc. Man, that's just how the early weeks go.
Yeah, and I'll say my piece a little bit later. But Guns, what was your takeaway from our first actual college play this week or last week?
I mean, I don't get the whole Avery Johnson hype, in my opinion. I understand that is in Ireland and the weather, but I mean, there was 2 blown coverages, and that's how he got most of his passing yards. So just, I don't know. Like to see more. There's a lot of hype around him, so just we'll see what they can do. UNLV, very disappointing. UNLV. Okay, I'm from Las Vegas. I always love to see UNLV win. You played a FCS school. All right, your favorite by 30 points or more. All right, let's at least get close to that 30 points, in my opinion. So that was my big takeaway as well. And then Hawaii. Hawaii is now 9-0, the last 9 home games against the spread, if you guys were curious. So just remember that for future predictions. But yeah, Hawaii, man, they got a nice home advantage right now, so it's cool to see.
All right. And Raul.
I'm just gonna have to give Guns a shout out. That comes from an experienced sports bettor. Knows these lines. I mean, it's week 0. We are bound to see some mistakes, but what I got from it too is that there's probably going to be some overrated teams in there, and that's why we kind of keep telling you guys that polls don't really matter early on the season. I don't really care if they don't have USC in the top 25. I think it'll work out as the season goes on. And I mean, I think the most interesting part of week 0 was the fight between Avery Johnson's dad and whoever it was. That's probably the most exciting part of week 0.
I can't tell which one was Avery's dad at that point, but was he the one that was losing?
I don't know for sure. Yeah,
I don't know either. I just saw the fight, and then there was an apology this morning, I think. So, that was the most exciting part about week 0. It's unfortunate we couldn't be at Vegas again this year, beating an SEC team.
Yeah. Well, my takeaways is that Kansas State misses Coach True. Glad that we have him now, and it was in Ireland. Don't know how long they were out there, but it was definitely sloppy ball. So can't really it's kind of hard to judge that. They were the first game to play this college season, so a lot of energy, a lot of just wanting to go out and knock people's heads off since you've been doing that, or first time you're playing against someone else. So I get it, but I just think that, like I was saying when we talked about the preseason polls, I know it's just preseason polls, but there was glaring teams that I felt like should not have even been there. I think we should have at least been in the top 25, just based off the eye test, I feel like. But other than that, tough outing for Matt Enns, his first game as a FBS head coach, losing to Kansas, which I think Kansas is a decent team. Do they still have their quarterback, Jaden Daniels?
They do.
Yeah, or Jalen Daniels. Sorry, Jalen Daniels. Yeah, so they lost 31-7, and let's see. And shout outs to the what is it called, the quarterback, Alando. You try to say it, B Jones. Go for it.
Nope.
Exactly.
Hey, you don't want
But
to
he was playing on one leg. He had his leg taped, and you could see the pain in his eyes. But he toughed through it, and he made some really tough runs on the ground too. So made some tough throws despite being injured. So shout outs to him. And it sucks for Andrew Luck for his first year being the GM for Stanford. Not looking too good. And they had a former Trojan receiver on their team in CJ Williams, who didn't have the greatest game, but shout outs to them. So, but yeah, like it's week 1 now. The real college football games are going to get started. Like we'll probably do some predictions for some games coming up this weekend or this week on Wednesday, but this weekend is stacked in week 1 games.
Sorry, I gotta laugh at Jay's comment right here.
If you guys are going to come at me with names, come at Jay as well. Me and him, we're the same. I got you, Jay.
Yo, I'm gonna end this particular segment with this. Keep it respectful, guys. With your tweets, no need to disrespect the player. No bickering, because you saw what happened with Avery's dad. You don't want that to be the case at USC. So be respectful, guys.
I gotta keep trying, Jay. I that's just, it's my nature. All right, what else do we have to talk about? We're at the top of the hour here. Anything else that we need to touch on before we get out of here? I know this was only 3 quarters, but technically we kind of did 4 quarters. But
a full game this Wednesday, so there we'll be back to our original format, our in-season format. You guys 4 quarters of previews and predictions.
Any idea? I was before we ended, I was gonna say, I know you guys gave shout out to Woody Marks for his first TD in the NFL. Any other Trojans that are gonna make the roster that went undrafted or anything like that you guys know
of? Easton Mascarenas had a pretty solid game with like 8 tackles for the Browns. I think it was not this past game, but the week before that, he had a pretty solid game. So shout outs to Easton. Taj doing his thing. He was actually just recently mic'd up for the Dolphins.
Caleb looked really nice as well. He looked good.
Yeah, Caleb had a solid game, even though his head coach said that they were sloppy at the very beginning, but he finished with a solid what was the stats like?
11 for 15, 100 something yards in the TD.
Yeah. So Greedy Vance had a really good he had a good sack coming off the edge. Was he an undrafted free agent? Or did
I want to say so. I believe so.
Okay. Shout outs to him. Isaiah Polamau's doing his thing at the Raiders. So yeah.
Yep,
our approaches are showing out. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it. And
then Jay, since we got Jay on the channel, you got your preview tomorrow, Jay, with Bryson Shaw.
Bryson Shaw, yeah.
Your first one going to be tomorrow?
Yeah, definitely shout outs to Jay getting Bryson Shaw, former Trojan, on doing a pre-game show for that. So if you're not subscribed to USCJ, I don't know what you're doing here. Like, do you even know USC football at this point? But shout outs to USCJ. tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. I'm assuming that's Pacific Standard Time, or actually, I don't know. What time zone is that for?
2:30 Pacific. 2:30 Pacific.
Pacific. Okay. Yeah. So, we're going to go ahead and get out here. Definitely tune in on Wednesday. It's going to be game day talk. We're going to be talking about our expectations. We're going to go through our predictions, our first 2025 predictions for this season, and you definitely don't want to miss that. So definitely show out for that, and we're going to go ahead and get out of here. If you want to change, go ahead and get your order in there, and I can try to get that out as soon as possible. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. If you want to join the Cal Southern Centaurs and be a part of the squad, hit that $1.99 and let us know what position you want to be in, and we'll go ahead and get you in there. And we always post the stats about it, so we'll go ahead and get that. But then we're going to get out of here. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Until next time, guys, keep the torch burning bright and fight on.
Fight on.